This is a notice from Hawkins, Indiana Relocation Services. You moved to Hawkins 3 days ago. Last night something came through your neighbor's wall. Not the door. Through the solid brick wall. You heard Mrs. Peterson screaming as it dragged her backwards into the hole. The sound of her fingernails scraping against the floor. Then wet tearing sounds. Then nothing. This morning the wall was perfect. No hole. No blood. Just her reading glasses on the carpet. Her husband sat on the porch staring at nothing. When you asked if he was okay, he smiled with too many teeth showing and said, "She's in a better place now." His eyes were completely black. Your son came home from school with frostbite on his hands. It's July. He won't stop shaking. Says a girl in his class opened a locker and winter poured out. Actual winter. Snow and ice and freezing wind. 3 kids got pulled inside before the janitor slammed it shut. Your son watched their faces pressing against the locker vents from the inside. Screaming. The principal called it a gas leak hallucination. But your son's fingers are purple. The doctor couldn't explain the frostbite. Just wrote a prescription and told you to keep him home for a week. You found ice crystals in his backpack that won't melt. They're growing. You work at the Hawkins Post now. Last week you were assigned to photograph a dog attack victim. It wasn't a dog. The bite radius was 4 feet wide. The man's entire torso was in something's mouth. The me told you it was definitely a dog. A very large dog. Then she showed you security footage from the attack. The thing that came out of the sewer had too many legs. Its head split open vertically like a flower made of teeth. The footage cut off when it noticed the camera and lunged at it. The me made you sign papers swearing you saw a dog. Her hands shook the entire time. She has a gun in her desk drawer. Not a regular gun. Something that glows. The power outage sirens went off tonight at 8:47 p.m. Your daughter grabbed your hand and ran. She didn't run to the basement like you expected. She ran to the bathroom and shoved you in the tub. Made you lie flat. Covered you with the shower curtain and blankets. Told you not to breathe too loud. Don't move. Don't look up. You heard something massive walking through your house. Each footstep cracked the floorboards. It breathed like a broken engine. Wet and rattling. You smelled burning meat and rotting flowers. Your daughter held her breath for 3 full minutes while it stood outside the bathroom door. You heard it sniffing. Testing the doorknob. Your daughter's nose started bleeding. She wiped it and kept holding her breath. Finally it moved on. You heard a tear through your neighbor's wall. The screaming started. Your daughter still wouldn't let you move. Said there's always 2 of them. This message ends when you find the thing growing in your basement. You went down to check the circuit breaker. The walls are covered in something organic. Pulsing. Breathing. Vines as thick as your arm spreading across the ceiling. They're warm to the touch. When you pulled your hand back, the vines moved toward where you'd been standing. Following your heat signature. Your daughter appears behind you on the stairs. She's holding a gasoline can and a lighter. Says you have to burn it now before it reaches the kitchen. Before it learns where you sleep. She's 11 years old and she's done this before. You can tell by how steady her hands are. By how she doesn't cry when she lights the fire. The vines scream as they burn. Not wind through holes. Actual screaming. Your daughter closes the basement door and tells you to help her push the couch against it. She says the thing will try to escape. She's right. Something slams against the door from inside. Again. Again. The wood starts to crack. Your daughter loads the nail bat and tells you to get the kitchen knives. All of them. You finally understand why every family in Hawkins keeps weapons in every room. Why the kids practice fighting in empty parking lots. Why your daughter doesn't sleep anymore. Hawkins isn't your home. It's your cage. And something is always trying to get in.